Radical.
The name's Rick. Radical Rick.
The name's Bond. Jamie Bond.
Let's talk for a couple minutes about, maybe just literally 2 or 3 minutes. This one's going to be short. Let's talk about some comments, some statements by the producer of the new James Bond movie, which is No Time to Die, which is coming out. This year, is it coming out? Okay. Broccoli is a producer. I'm not sure if that's a male or female. Probably a female. But Broccoli says, I think people are coming around with some kicking and screaming to accepting that stuff is no longer acceptable. Thank goodness. Bond is a character who was written in 1952, and the first film, Dr. No, came out in 1962. He's got a long history, and the history of the past is very different to the way he is being portrayed now. Okay, so I look at this statement, and I look at what the director says. Which, I mean, they do have some points that Bond should be portrayed different to the way that it was portrayed by Sean Connery. At least, you know, in the rapey scenes. There was a couple scenes, I forget which one it was. The 1965 film, to where he's literally like, I mean, it's really graphic to even describe right now. Like that scene wouldn't be in movies today. So I do agree with this person, this producer, and the director, in a way, because there's no way you can't look at that scene in that 1965 movie and not agree that, yeah, there's some rapey aspects to that. But this is what's going on here. This movie is going to be basically a woke fest. There's even talk of putting a tampon scene in the movie. I shit you not. You know, female Bond or whatever, like the black chick, you know. Because exactly, I think what Bond was missing throughout the years is it really needed to be a black chick. I'm sure everyone that sit down and watch the Bond movies were like, you know what? This would be a lot better if it was a black chick. You think? Everybody, yeah, black chick. You know? I mean, what movie led by a historically white male would not be better without a black chick? Just, you know, key in a black chick in there is what I'm saying. I think there's no problem with having strong female characters in a Bond film. I think it's just kind of stupid to take a historically male character that is a womanizer. I mean, what is like the female Bond going to be whatever the female equivalent of womanizer is? It's just silliness. That's silliness, right? So I have no hope for the actual movie when it comes to how good it's going to be, the writing, the quality of it. But you know what? When it comes to these statements, I just want to say that my thinking on these statements is that they're trying to put this out there and they're going all the way back to the 50s and 60s with the creation of the character. And that way they can kind of justify whatever changes that they make, and they can hold these statements up. I think this is a softening to the wokening of the James Bond character. Now, here's what's funny. Apparently, to make money, this movie has to, just to break even, has to make $900 million. Because they put a lot of money into this. So they have to make a lot of money. That's the thing, right? You can do this stuff. You can wokeify these historic movies that basically are for a male audience. You can wokeify this stuff. You can do whatever you want to do, but it's going to hurt you in the money. I just don't see this movie are they actually going to try to have a lot of the marketing for a lot of the woke crowd? I just don't see this movie being a big success. And quite frankly, if there's a tampon scene in a James Bond movie, it needs to fucking fail.